Hi friends, sorry for the delay. In the previous session we discussed about the pollination and pollen germination which is there in the sexual reproduction of the plants. And today in this session we will discuss about the fertilization step. Okay, once again just we will recall all those things what we discussed in the previous session. One is pollination. Pollination is nothing but transfer of pollen grain from stamen to stigma is called as pollination. Okay, in the previous videos already we discussed about the parts of the flower and everything. Once again we will see that. Okay, here the parts of the flower, here these are the stamen, style, stigma. Okay, here the pollen grains are present in the stamen and which transfers with the help of wind, water, etc. to the top of the stigma and which is called as pollination. Okay, after pollination the second step is pollen germination. Okay, pollen germination is nothing but production of pollen tube from the pollen grain with the help of some chemicals released by the stigma is called as pollen germination. Okay, this is the second step. And now we are moving on to the important third step in the reproduction of the plants, that is fertilization. Okay, fertilization means fusion of male and female gamete is called as fertilization. Okay, so fusion of two gametes, especially male and female gametes, is called as what? Fertilization. And after this fusion, the formed structure is called as zygote. Okay, when the male and female gamete fused together and finally it forms what? Zygote. So generally the male gamete and female gamete will be there in a haploid set. So single N, which is nothing but one set of chromosomes will be there in the male and female gametes. Okay, and these two male and female gametes fused together and form a zygote, which is a 2N structure, which is nothing but diploid insect. So here in the zygote, how many sets of chromosomes are there? 2 sets of chromosomes are there. Why? Because one set from the male gamete, another set from the female gamete, both together forms a diploid state of the zygote. So formation of the zygote by the fusion of male and female gametes is called as fertilization. Okay, here in the flowering plants generally double fertilization occur. And what is the double fertilization? We will see now. Okay, so look at here. And this is the complete female gametophyte, which is also called as a carpel. Okay, so here inside the carpel we have ovules. Okay, already in the previous flower diagram we discussed all about these things. Practically also we have seen. Okay, so ovules, and inside the ovary ovules are there, and inside the ovule we have a embryo sac. Okay, and this embryo sac is present inside the ovule. Okay, and this is the embryo sac. The brown color structure is embryo sac and this black layer is the ovule and outer one is the ovary. So ovary inside ovule, ovule inside embryo sac. Here we have to remember this embryo sac. It is an important 1 mark diagram also. Okay, it's a small diagram only, but it's very important 1 mark diagram. So many times it is repeated in the exams. Okay, so here embryo sac. So the embryo sac is a structure which have 7 cells and 8 nuclei. So which is an important again MCQ question. Okay, this is important in the SSC examinations as well as in the NEET examinations as well. Okay, how many cells and nuclei are there in the embryo sac of an ovule? Okay, how many cells? 7 cells, but how many nuclei? 8 nuclei. Okay, now look at here deeply. Okay, so one side of the embryo sac, the top side, there are 3 cells which consist of 3 nucleus. Each cell with a 1 nucleus, and these are called as antipodals. Okay, and at the bottom side again 3 cells. Okay, which contain 1 nucleus, and in this the center one, which I shown you in the green color, right? And this one is called as a egg cell, which is an important one, which is the female gamete. And this egg cell is the female gamete. Okay, and beside there are 2 cells which are called as synergid cells. Okay, so here top 3 cells, bottom also 3 cells, and one more cell which is present at the center of the embryo sac, that is called as center cell. Okay, here carefully look at here. In the center cell how many nuclei are there? 2 nuclei are there. Okay, the center cell consists of how many nuclei? 2 nuclei. So that is why the embryo sac is a 7 celled and 8 nuclei. Okay, how many cells are there? 7 cells, and how many nuclei? 8 nuclei. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, and come for the nucleus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 and 8. Okay, this is the structure of embryo sac. Okay, so which is an important 1 mark question and which is an important MCQ. Everybody should remember about this. This about the structure. Now we'll see how the fertilization takes place. Okay, so look at here. So the second step, pollen germination is there, right? The pollen tube produced from the pollen grain, which consists of 2 male gametes. Okay, this is the pollen grain and this is the pollen tube, which consists of 2 male gametes. Okay, how many male gametes will be there? 2 male gametes will be there. And these pollen tube reaches to the ovule and finally enters into the embryo sac. Okay, and after enter into the embryo sac, the pollen tube ruptures and they majorly releases the male gametes into the embryo sac. Okay, here it happens. Okay, so from here the pollen tube comes and finally it enters from all these layers and finally enter into the embryo sac. Okay, the pollen tube enter into the embryo sac and it ruptures the end and it releases what? 2 male gametes. Okay, now the male gametes are there in the embryo sac. Okay, this we have to remember. Pollen grain and forms pollen tube and enter into the embryo sac and release the 2 male gametes. Now we will see what is the state of the 2 male gametes. The first male gamete fuses with the egg cell. Okay, here the first male gamete fuses with the egg cell and forms first fertilization. Okay, it is a first fertilization. So, one male gamete fuses with the egg cell and forms what? Zygote. Already we discussed now. Male gamete and female gamete form a structure called a zygote. So, here it is a zygote. First male gamete fuses with the egg cell and forms zygote. Now, look at here the state of second male gamete. It fuses with the center cell. Okay, the second male gamete fuses with the center cell and form a structure called endosperm, which is also a important MCQ question. Okay, second male gamete and center cell forms what structure? Endosperm. Okay, here like this 2 fertilization takes place in the flowering plants. Okay, why? Because there are 2 male gametes, one male gamete fuses with the egg cell, another male gamete fuses with the center cell. So, zygote is formed and endosperm is formed. Like that 2 fertilization takes place. Hence, the fertilization in the flowering plant is called as double fertilization. Okay, is that clear up to this? Okay, this is called double fertilization. Important step in the reproduction of the plants. Next, so after formation of zygote, further it divided and forms the embryo. Okay, so a zygote further show the cell division and finally forms what? Embryo. And this embryo is the future plant. Okay, so the embryo further develop into a new plant. Okay, and come for the endosperm. What is the state of endosperm means? This endosperm provides food for the growing plant. So this endosperm nourishes the embryo, which gives food for the growing plant, which is nothing but the embryo. That is the state of endosperm. This is also an important 1 mark question and sometimes we can get from the MCQ questions also. Okay, so which of the following provide nutrition to the embryo? Which tissue? They will ask. The answer is endosperm. Generally, endosperm provides food to the embryo. Okay, so these are the state of zygote and endosperm. So finally, the new plant is formed. So that is the main aim of reproduction, right? So in the flowering plants, the reproduction is called, the fertilization is called as what? Double fertilization. Okay, this is the double fertilization and finally embryo and endosperm forms. Embryo grow into a new plant. Endosperm provide nourishment to the growing embryo. And this is about the sexual reproduction in the plants. Now we'll see post-fertilization effects. After fertilization, what happened to the other parts of the flower. Okay, so here the ovule is there, no, in which the embryo sac is present. Now the ovule develops into seed. Okay, they develop some tough coat around that. Okay, and finally it forms what? Seed. And ovary, the complete ovary is there, no, and the complete ovary grows rapidly and finally forms what? Fruit and other floral parts. So like petals, sepals, and they may shrivel and fall off. Okay, they may dry and they fall off. Okay, and this seed, when we use this seed for the new plant and it develops into a new plant which is called as a seed germination. The new plant is formed. Okay, this is about the sexual reproduction in the plants. And finally, we will go for a quick revision about the complete sexual reproduction in the plants. Okay, we'll see right now. Okay, the first one is parts of the flower. Okay, so in this reproductive parts, non-reproductive parts. Okay, petals and sepals are the non-reproductive parts. Carpel and stamen are the reproductive parts. Okay, carpel is a female part and stamen is a male part. Okay, based on the presence of this carpel and stamen, there are two types of flowers, unisexual flowers and bisexual flowers. Having either stamen or carpel are called as unisexual. In that, if they have stamen, that is male flower. If they have carpel, that is female flower. And come for the bisexual flowers, having both stamen and carpel are nothing but the bisexual flowers. And come for the reproductive cells of the flower. Okay, inside the stamen there is an anther, pollen sac and pollen grain, and which consist of male reproductive cells which are called as male gametes. And come for the female gamete. Inside the carpel there is an ovary, ovules, and inside the ovule already we discussed now, embryo sac. Inside that there is a egg cell which is a female gamete. Now the main three steps involved in the reproduction: pollination, pollen germination, fertilization. Transfer of pollen grain to the stigma is pollination. After transfer, production of pollen tube with the male gametes is called as pollen germination, and the male gametes fused with the egg cell and centrocell is called as a fertilization. Okay, in the pollination there are two types: self-pollination and cross-pollination. If the pollination, the transfer occur within the same flower is called as a self-pollination. If it has occurred between the two flowers, and that is called as a cross-pollination. But generally plants prefer what? Cross-pollination for the betterment of the next generation. Okay, come for the pollen germination. Production of pollen tube with the two male gametes is called as a pollen germination. And already just now we discussed about the fertilization. First fertilization, second fertilization. Male gamete with egg cell, zygote, and second male gamete with the center cell, endosperm. This is called as double fertilization. And after fertilization, the ovule becomes into seed, ovary becomes into fruit. When we use this seed for the growth of new plant, then that is called as a seed germination. And this is the complete sexual reproduction in the plants. Okay, thanks for watching this video. If you like my video, please subscribe, share, and అక్కడ bell icon ఉంటుంది, press చేయండి. నెక్స్ట్ వీడియో నోటిఫికేషన్స్ మీకు వస్తాయి. Okay, thanks for watching.